But then when you look at things like all the stuff that Right Now Upchurch is putting out there, not just music wise, but also like advice to his supporters and up and coming musicians, as well as just the positive energy, right? And the truth, and questioning things and wanting to seek honesty, right? You see people like that doing their thing. It's hard to not rock with them and support them. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been giving me a lot of criticism, right? I can't do a Tom McDonald video without people mentioning Upchurch. I swear, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? And mind you, I'm just chilling, just do my thing. I saw something this weekend which was like the dopest thing ever. I'm not going to put the screenshot up, but someone was trying to come at me in the comment section, right? And Upchurch was going in. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's awesome, right? And he was just keeping it real. He was just keeping it real. And I think that's why people, they really don't like him, right? And that's usually the sheep and the fake people, right? But I thought that was awesome, man. That was awesome. He actually would take the time and then like, be like, yo, man, nah, y'all getting it wrong. You tripping, right? And actually engage with people, right? I think a lot of people, they just get butthurt and be all mad because he doesn't want to just fall in line, right? I can't tell you how many disrespectful comments I've seen, not just towards me, but people trying to go at his family and put all his personal details that I'll say, hey, man, Tom McDonald's new song wasn't that good. Oh, you listening to Upchurch with his family issues is, that's how you want to go at? That's disgusting. But whatever, man. Whatever. I think that whenever you're on the road to greatness, you have a lot of these disgusting haters that are gonna be foul and just get out of pocket. But it's nice to know that there's content creators like that that's out here that's not afraid to be honest and real, right? And he's killing it music wise. Yo, if you heard the diss song, go and check that out. I reacted to it. You should be able to see that on my channel. They say I can't wait to see Ryan with his baby girl. Yeah, that's a blessing. Huge blessing. So he's gonna be an amazing daddy for sure. Oh yeah, facts. He has so much knowledge, man. And he seems super caring. So it's why Creek Squad rides with church. He keeps 100. It's big facts. Big facts. One of the realest. So if I was in Nashville, Tennessee as an independent country rapper, I would show Tom McDonald what real music sounds like. Okay. There's a lot of people out here that's doing that thing. I think that Tom McDonald was being real disgusting with all that stuff that he was saying. And I'm all for like living in the ego, because I do believe that when you have a lot of naysayers and people that's just going at you, that can save your life, man. My ego has saved my life for years. I tried to probably like dull it down within the last few years, been trying to not live in it. But then I felt like, this is just me just personally speaking now, I felt like I was like losing some edge. Right, like, plus a lot of people love the content when I'm debating and ripping people's heads off metaphorically. But in order for me to be that and to be my God-filled version of myself, and if you guys don't know lore with that, that's the whole thing. But to be that level of myself, I have to be within my ego, which I'm getting back into, but trying to make sure I don't go overboard. So that's really the key, is not to make sure that the ego is not existent, but to more so make sure that it's controlled. I think a lot of these artists, they haven't mastered that yet. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, you got to have confidence, right? Like, pulling back on your ego could actually affect your confidence, because you'll start thinking, damn, man, I don't want to like be too much into my ego. I don't want to think that I'm the best all the time. But then you'll start pulling back and then you'll question yourself. It's sometimes when my confidence has helped me through a lot. And sometimes it might have even been delusional, right? Growing up in the Bronx, a group of dudes try to jump you. Yeah, I could do it. Why not? And it actually helped me do it. So, but if I didn't have that level of blind faith in myself, then it would have never worked. One of my favorite songs, my favorite lines from Kanye West's first album was, he said, "You can let your dream killers kill your self-esteem, or use my arrogance as my steam to power my dream. I use it as my gas, so they say that I'm gas, but without it, I'll be last, so I ought to laugh. I don't listen to people behind the desk no more. You niggas wear suits because you can't dress no more. Yada, yada, yada." I was just on top. I haven't heard that song in a long time. But overall, what he was saying was like how his ego, and he's been saying that years after, even after the fact with the feature on Beyonce's song, that his ego and him being in that mind state of freedom of I could do whatever I want because I'm the ish allowed him to be able to persevere in the face of adversity. When you watch the Kanye West documentary, damn, he would play music for people at Rockefeller and they would ignore him. Yeah, whatever. When you gonna send me that beat? So for him to have his ego to be like, I'm the best rapper. I can't nobody say. I'm the best. Louis Vuitton down. That helped him because it kept him on the track to success. So that's just, food for thought. Food for thought. I be thinking about a lot of like philosophy. I'll be getting into that bag, studying it. I wish I could have went to like an ethics class. Man, I would have enjoyed that. That's the one class I wish I would have went. I might still just take it just for fun. You have to have confidence and ego as a rapper, but you also got to know when to humble yourself. Yeah, it depends. It depends for sure. I think that you got to have your limits and make sure you're not going crazy. If you just wilding, where it's like over the top, where you just like trying to violate I think that's too much. But if it's just confidence within yourself, the way you're not afraid, which is me, 100% through and through, I don't think it's an issue with that at all. But you got to make sure you don't wild out and go over the top. Yeah, you could bury yourself metaphorically, of course. You could definitely bury yourself in your ego. So that's something that I've been thinking about. I'm about to unleash the beast and get into my freedom. But yo, I appreciate y'all, man.